Hello, how are you? Hello, everyone. How is everybody doing today? Hey, Gretchen, how are you? Happy Thursday. I am doing good, thank you. Today is an off day for me, so I've got tomorrow off too, so I have really took advantage of that. Got some things done around here. No, I was supposed to work today, but the people that I work for canceled. They got some things going on, so I was kind of glad so I could get some things done here at my own house and just chill out, relax for a little bit. Hello, everyone. Remember when you come on to say hello and hit the like button. Thank you so much. I just got done, took my L-carnitine shot. I'm here to tell you, if you're looking for, I know that's right, if you're looking for some energy and you don't want those jitters and those shakes and that weird feeling, and you don't want to go to bed at night and your heart just racing out of your chest, and you also want to be able to go to bed and go to sleep, these L-carnitine shots are what you should be getting. These are outstanding. I've been doing them now for 4 months, maybe close to 5, and I love it. It tastes so good. It tastes like a sweet tart. And I keep mine in the refrigerator because I like to have, I like mine to be cold. I got a message here. But this stuff right here is so good. It's good for your heart health. It's good for your brain health. It has 3 ingredients in it: green tea, vitamin B6, and L-carnitine. And you know, our body makes its own L-carnitine. But this helps to curb your appetite. It turns fat into energy, and it's good for you. It really is, and it keeps your A1C level down. Also, I do the Beauty Shot Collagen. These are also good. Um, they have a little bit of taste, something like mango to me. It's really good. It's a little different tasting than the L-carnitine, but it's still good. It's citrusy kind of. But the Beauty Shot Collagen, I'm going to read to you what it tells you about it here. It's really good. It's a supplement designed to support healthy skin, hair, and nails. It has type 1 and 3 collagen in it, along with hyaluronic acid and essential vitamins C, E, B5, B6, and biotin. It improves the skin's firmness, elasticity, and hydration, and it reduces the appearance of fine lines and promotes healthier hair and nails. So that's something else for you guys to think about. the L-carnitine or the Beauty Shot collagen. And I'm always looking for something to keep my hair healthier, get it in shape. The skin, the skin, that's important. Just keeping our skin in good shape. That goes along with um, doing good skincare, having a skincare regimen. I hope most of you do. If not, I would love to be someone that you would like to purchase some skincare from, because we have the best. I'm by far the best. We truly do. I love pharmacy's products. I love the fact that it's just made from natural stuff, flowers and fruits and things like that. And we don't have those 1,500 harsh chemicals in our products here like they put in the products here in the United States. And I just love it. I love the products. I truly do. I This is what I will continue to use: the skincare, the makeup, the energy, the nutrition products. I love it all. I do the vitamins. I have vitamin B12, vitamin D3. I love it. I love the hair products. That is also another one of my favorite things about pharmacy: the hair shampoo and the conditioner and the hair mask and all the great things that I use. I actually got a package today in from pharmacy with 3 more hydrating shampoos. I'm in love with that hydrating shampoo and conditioner. I truly am. I love it. It has made such a big difference in the way my hair looks and feels. But anyways, I wanted to come on here and tell you, I'm sure most of you saw the video, the short that I posted about the cute bag, this cute bag right here. If you spend $60 on the website, you can get that cute bag right there. It's a travel bag. You can get that if you spend $60. You can get that travel bag for just $10. And it comes with all of these empty bottles here, spray bottles, other little bottles, little bitty small containers like these. So that when you travel or when you go on vacation or whatever it may be, just overnight, you have your travel bag to carry your products in, whatever you choose to put in them. And that's pretty neat. And they do have really nice bags. I've got a lot of pharmacy's bags, and I take advantage of that, especially the clear bags, because there's a lot of places that you go now that you have to have a clear purse or some kind of bag to carry in. You can't carry in something that they can't see through. We're getting rain again. Sounds like hail coming down. It was sunny and now it's raining. We've been getting a lot of rain. But anyways, I wanted to come on here, and I got some things to do this evening, and I was kind of waiting around to put on my makeup and things like that so I could just come on here and do it with you guys and put on a little glam and just let you guys know that we are already the 20th. This is the 21st already in the month. And I would really love it if it's possible that you guys help me with this business. We have a goal every month that you are to meet, and I'm very far behind. Okay, I have had some really good months here, and then there's all of a sudden it hits really slow. But these products, if you haven't tried them, I'm here to tell you, whatever it is that you purchase, you will not regret it. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. You will love it. That's like the L-carnitine shot. They only come 15. Here's the box, actually. They only come 15 to a box. You get a box of the L-carnitine shot. You get 15 in them in a box. And they're $40. But I'm here to tell you, this stuff is really good. It really is. You don't realize you've taken it, but you got this burst of energy that comes and goes all during the day, and you realize this because you think to yourself, I sure did get a lot done today. I feel good too. I just feel good. It's that L-carnitine. That's exactly what it is. It's that L-carnitine. That stuff is really good, and I would much rather be using that than any of this other crap that is out there right now that people are taking and using. All these Alanis and Red Bulls and all this craziness that people are doing. I, I'm telling you, you need to get some of this stuff. Not none of that craziness that's going on. I'm just now seeing, hey Crystal, I didn't know you was on here. All these messages just now popped up. Hey Joe, hey Ashlyn. I don't know what's going on. I just now saw all this. Hey Sherry. I'm not doing too fantastic, Sherry. I'm telling you, it is so hard to. I enjoy this first and foremost. I really do. That's why I come on here so often. Um, but it is really tough trying to get customers, and I get it. There's a lot of people that express to me how much they want to get these products and they want to try these products and they just can't afford it. I get it. I totally get that. I really, truly get that. But then there's a lot of people that can't afford it and they just not sure if that's truly what they want, or they've got their own brand of stuff that they use. And I get that too. But change can be good. And I'm not here to make up stuff. I'm not here to lie. I'm here to be honest to you. At 56 years old and using skincare products for only 5.5 months in my life, and that's these past 5.5 months, pharmacy skincare has changed the look of my skin, the way it feels, the way I feel about who I am. And then to top it off, this makeup is outstanding. But to get your makeup to really look its best, you need to be using skincare. And me, I'm just getting older. By the grace of God, I'm getting older. But I truly don't want my skin to be as old as I get. Does that make sense? I want my skin to stay as young as possible. And girl, get out of my way, please. But take care of your skin. You only get one skin, okay? One skin, one body. Take care of it. And it's never too late. I don't care if you're 40, 50, 60, 70. I don't care. It's never too late to start taking care of your skin. Hey, Ashlyn and Levi. Um, in September, well, I'll still be here, Sherry. I sure hope to see you on the website. But these products are really, really great, you guys. And any time that you spend $75, anytime, you always get free shipping. A lot of times we have promos and sales to where all you have to spend is $60 and you get free shipping. But then there's these times when we have BOGO sales. Buy one, get one. Spend $60 and get a free kit. Spend $60 and get a free bundle. That's when I stock up. That's when I stock up myself. That's truly when I stock up. Like I just showed you, if you spend $60 right now this weekend, up until this weekend, okay, you can get this beautiful green travel kit. This nice bag with all these nice bottles in it, different types of bottles for you to put your products in for when you travel. You go overnight somewhere. You go for the weekend. You go on vacation. You know what I mean? So it's things like that. Just a $10. You won't buy that bag with all those bottles in it anywhere else for $10. But anyways, I would love to to see people come forward and try these products. The people that's on this channel that has purchased these products, I'm telling you, I have got messages, emails, phone calls from these people thanking me for allowing them to be able to get these products, because you can't go into the store and buy these products. You have to know somebody. But I love being here. I love pharmacy. I love everything about pharmacy. I love how they care about the people. And pharmacy is out of Turkey, and they believe in giving us clean, healthy products, because again, what you put on the outside of your body goes on the inside. It truly does. It goes on the inside. But I'm about to glam up. I got some things to take care of this evening. So I decided I would come on here and I would put my glam on with my friends and my YouTube family. Thank you all so much for the ones that's here. I appreciate you guys. So many other things you could be doing right now. So many other places you could be. You could have stopped on another channel. Maybe you stopped and you decided this isn't for you and you left. I appreciate you just stopping. But when you do come on this live, I would like for you to say hello so I know that you're here. Okay? So that I know that you're here, so I can personally welcome you and thank you. And also hit that like button. You don't realize how much that supports a channel when you hit that. So thank you all so much. All right, so I've got that shower done today. I've got that skincare on. I've got my, hey, I got that face took care of. I love you girls. Thank you so much, Crystal, Joe, Gretchen. Thank you too, honey. Thank you so much. Thank you all for getting rid of these people. I don't understand it. You know, wouldn't it be nice if everybody in the world just had good inside their heart and all they focused on was being kind to somebody? Just being kind to somebody. Just saying something nice. Even if it's just, good afternoon. How are you today, Miss Billy? There's so many little devils that's running around in this world trying to just destroy stuff. It's terrible. I don't get it. I truly don't get how they live with themselves. It hurts me just knowing that someone out there tried to hurt somebody. That hurts my heart. I love to see happy people just feeling loved, not hurt. I can't stand that. You couldn't pay me to hurt someone. You couldn't. You couldn't pay me to hurt somebody's feelings. You couldn't do it. All the money in the world couldn't do it. But now if you mess with my family, that's a different ballgame. Or even my friends that I love, don't mess with my people. I don't go for that. But this world is so lacking good hearts. It truly is. It is lacking so many good hearts. I sure wish some more would come along. But you know what? The good thing is, if they ever receive the Lord in their heart, God is love. So once you have God in you, you have love. And that's what you put out. But a lot of people, they just don't get it. Alrighty. We're going to start out, and I'm going to be using some Blur Primer. This Blur Primer, I can't brag on this stuff enough. If you have large pores, this right here is going to blur out those large pores. Truly will. It'll blur them out right before your eyes. You hear the rain? I'm sitting at the window in my spare bedroom, and so it's hitting the window. I believe there might be a little hail in this. I was sitting here yesterday evening. Sun was just as pretty as it could be. It was a nice day, and then all of a sudden, a freaking storm broke out, and I couldn't even see across the street. That's how heavy the rain was. And so I left, and I go out. We had a storm. Let's see, it was this past Saturday. And it came during the night, but I slept pretty much through it. But on my way out going to work that morning, oh my freaking Lord, there was a tree. It looked like it was as big around as a refrigerator, just uprooted out of the ground in a neighbor's yard at the end of the street, and it was just laying across the whole yard. It looked horrible. And I thought, thank you, Lord, that that fell on the ground and not on their house. I would be devastated to know something like that happened. But we've been getting rain about every evening now for the last 5 or 6 weeks. We might have 1 or 2 days without rain, but when it does, it's been doing it. Last night, like I said, it rained during the night last night. Rained yesterday on my way to work. I don't get it. We're getting a lot of rain. But this blur primer, this is something that you don't have to use just because you're wearing makeup. Blur primer, or any primer, matter of fact, the illuminating primer, I love it too. Sometimes I mix them together. But if you have large pores, this right here is going to blur them out. If you have fine lines, it's going to diminish those fine lines. And I mean that when I say that. It really, truly does. Not counting how it leaves your skin feeling so good. I'm talking velvety, smooth, and soft. And the way it helps with your makeup, that right there is a win-win. This stuff, again, I will not be without the blur primer. I really won't. So I like to take and put this on first thing after I've done my skincare and before I put on my makeup, is I like to put on my blur primer. And I just wanted to point out to you that when you are applying anything to your face and you are using your hands, you should always use this finger, okay? This finger. With that being said, this one right here don't have much strength in it pretty much. There's not much you can just do with this finger. So it's going to be the one that is the most gentlest on your skin, is your ring finger. Hey, that's how we've been, Gretchen. That's exactly how we've been. It's unreal. But you know what? The Lord knows we need it or it wouldn't be coming. But it is. It's a lot. All my beautiful flowers that bloomed out in the yard, I got to see them for about 4 or 5 days. They waterlogged. I hate that. All my lilies and my roses that was bloomed, they look all wilty looking now. Okay. So if you are here and maybe you're interested in just looking at the website, you can go on my description on this live, click those 3 dots, I think it's at the top. You can copy and paste the website. You can copy the website there and paste it in your search bar. It'll take you straight to my website. Or you can go to my main YouTube, under my picture, go in my description, click the more, and you'll see it in blue. You can click it right there. You don't have to copy and paste it, but you can tap that link and it'll take you straight to my website. That's true, Gretchen. You use that ring finger. That right there, I'm telling you. Like when I put on my eye cream during my skincare, this is how I totally do it. Just like that. That finger right there is the lightest one we have. It is. How is Clayton doing? All right, next I'm going in and I'm going to be using the VFX Pro, the full coverage foundation. You thick. I'm not sure what that means. Yep, and you know what? There's still time for maybe possibly bloom again this year. Hey, Darla. I am going to be using this full coverage foundation, the VFX. This right here is some really good stuff. I think it's $35 on the website, but listen, if you have very maturing skin and you feel like you can't wear a full coverage foundation, yes, you can. This VFX Pro is by far the best. You're going to lying. I don't have a reason to lie. I don't have a reason to lie. There's proof in the package, my friend. I'm lying. Oh, now I'm lying. That's something I won't do. I'll never lie about anything. I won't. You don't get nowhere by telling lies. Okay, darling, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not much on Halloween either. I'm not much on Halloween either. But this VFX Pro will leave you a satin glowy finish. That's what this does. It is a full coverage foundation for if you have very mature skin. This is what you use, okay? And I like to take it, and you can put it on with your fingers if that's what you choose to do. That's fine. I've done that for years. I am so glad to hear he was able to go back to work. Bulging disc in his left leg. You know, the numbness in his left leg, my mom was like that, and also a man that I worked for, um, they had a nerve damage, something to do with 3, 4, and 5 or something on their spine, and that nerve had got caught inside of there, and they had to go in and do a back operation on them, and took care of that. They shaved the bone back there and was able to get it off of that nerve. It was like every time they bent over or moved in a certain way of their body, that nerve was being pinched. It was getting trapped. And so after the surgery, they my mom had it too, but also before she passed, and she ended up doing really well. And so has the gentleman here. He's been doing well too. He would get numb in his butt cheek area all the way down his leg. And after the surgery, that numbness went away, but he still had some in his feet, in one foot, one of his feet. And that finally went away with some exercise that he was doing. But you can put your foundation on with your fingers if that's what you choose to do. I did that for years. But I have learned if you put it on with a brush, it blends evenly all over. I have sciatica, and so many times I will be fine and I'll just be walking, and then all of a sudden that pain hits me, and sometimes it lasts 3, 4, 5 days. It's terrible, with that sciatica. And so I know the feeling of having that pain in the hip up through your buttocks, down your leg. That stuff is awful. And I would like to bring to your attention, if you don't mind me asking, my cousin, she's in North Carolina. She's about 10 years younger than I am. She's probably about 45 or 46. She woke up this morning and she wasn't feeling well, so her husband took her to urgent care, and they done an EKG on her, and they just felt like something wasn't right. So the urgent care sent her to the hospital by ambulance because they just felt like something serious was going on. Well, she got over there and they'd run some tests on her, and she had had a mini stroke in her sleep. Excuse me, just 1 minute. So if you will, if you would keep her in mind when you pray, her first name is Lynn, and she's still in the hospital, and her sister, my cousin, she messaged me earlier and told me that she talked to her, and that she seemed to be doing okay at the moment, but they was keeping her to run some more tests on her. But she had a mini stroke during the night. But she just woke up, wasn't feeling like herself, just felt weird. So you never know when something's going to take place or when something's going to happen. Thank the Lord he's cancer free. Okay. No, I'm not from Texas. I think that's enough with the. Please, I'll make that decision, Jane. Thank you, though. Okay, so I have on my VFX Pro. Hey, Georgia. Thank you, Gretchen, for keeping her in prayer. Thank you so much. Like I said, you never know when something is going to happen, and it happened to her during the night. Next thing I like to do is I like to put on my liquid concealer. And the one thing that I love about Pharmacy's liquid concealer is it is creaseless. It truly is creaseless. How are you doing, Georgia? People put their products on. Everybody has their own way of doing things, but this happens to be the way that I like to use my liquid concealer. And I do. I love this. It is creaseless, like I say it is. They tell you it is. A lot of folks say they have creaseless concealer, but you find out once you use it that it's not creaseless. But it's a fact this one is. I will show you, especially around my eyes. I have many fine lines and wrinkles, and it blends very smoothly in those fine lines and wrinkles to prove that it is creaseless. You tired? I understand that. Hey, I had a cancellation today and for work, and I wasn't a bit complaining. I was just grateful to have some time off just to do some things here at home and not have to get up and worry with getting up and going out. But the crazy thing is, you still wake up that early time. You still wake up like you're going to work, 6 o'clock, no sleeping in. Your body's done it so many years that it's habit forming. Is that is that scenic? How are you doing? But when you use concealer, you use it on the areas that you want to brighten up, that you want to lighten up. Okay? But you can see where I just blended that concealer in. You see all those fine lines and those crow's feet? It's creaseless. It don't pile up, cake up, build up in those lines. And then in my T-zone, I like to do it here on the T-zone. Okay. So now we have the liquid concealer. Next, I will be using my eyeshadow primer. Another product that I won't be without is the eyeshadow primer. That sounds nice, ain't it? Hey, Rosie. Rosie, I have plenty of mods on here right now, honey. Thank you so much for your interest, and thank you so much for the compliment. But I have plenty of mods, as you can see on here right now. I don't see that I have a need for any more with no more people that I have in this chat. Okay? This eyeshadow primer, if you have dark lids, any discoloring around your eyes, under eyes, in your eyebrow, your lids, this stuff right here, the eyeshadow primer, is your go-to. I love this stuff. I love this primer as much as I love the blur primer. I really do. You don't have to wear makeup to use eyeshadow primer. If you just want to cover up those dark lids, those dark under eyes, you know, that's what this does. Again, I call it the magic eraser. You can see how much brighter and cleaner looking this eye looks than this one looks. I love this so much more. What a difference that makes in the way your eyes look. A lot of mornings when I'm getting ready for work, I'll just use eyeshadow primer and some mascara. I want to tell you guys something else too, that I brought out some old eyeshadows. I'm just going to be honest with you. I brought out some, they're new but old. And I haven't used them since I partnered with Pharmacy back in March. But I go to Five Below a lot, and I get like brushes and makeup brushes and things like that, if not Ulta. Um, this eyeshadow primer is off the chain. I'm here to tell you, Gretchen, what a big difference it makes. I mean, it turned my eyelids into the color of my foundation, kind of my skin, and it looks natural. But back to what I was saying. Until you try Pharmacy's eyeshadow, you will not relate to what I'm saying to you. But I brought out last night, I was sitting here, and actually it was before I went to church, and I thought I'm going to try some of my stuff that I had got from Five Below. Now, I'm not knocking Five Below, but I will tell you this. Their eyeshadows are beautiful. They truly are. Very inexpensive. But they don't blend nothing. They don't blend nothing like Pharmacy's. And this is a beautiful eyeshadow palette here. Okay? This is a Five Below. I love these colors. I truly do. I love them. I have another one here. This is some of my old stuff that I had. Here's another one. Beautiful colors. But honey, I'm here to tell you that I put some of that on last night just to see how it worked. I'm not a bit impressed. I am not a bit impressed. These colors are beautiful. But the way that went on my eyes, and the way that you just steady blending and you trying to get it to spread and do this and look, these right here, grandkids gonna be getting this. I'm here to tell you, they are beautiful colors. I love it. I love it. But again, you get what you pay for. They do not hold a candle to Pharmacy's eyeshadow palettes. They don't. So I will pay that extra money to get good stuff, and I won't be using anything like this anymore. And I couldn't believe it. That was another time that Pharmacy went top of the charts for me, because I haven't used any other eyeshadow products since I've been using um, Pharmacy. And I will continue to use Pharmacy. Okay, so I have on the Blur Primer, the VFX Pro, the Full Coverage Foundation, and I just used the eyeshadow primer, and I have the liquid concealer, the creaseless concealer on. And look, my skin just looks natural. That's what I love. Another thing I love about Pharmacy, it don't look like makeup. It don't look like makeup at all. So I have decided that I'm going to work out of the Mirage palette. This is an all matte palette, no shimmers, no glitters. It's all matte, okay? And that's the palette that I have decided that I'm going to work out of on this live. So I try to do a different look each time that I do a live. And sometimes if I do one that I've already done, please forgive me, but somebody may not have saw that one. So we just go with something different each time, okay? So I'm going to work right here in the center. I'm going to work right here. This is the part that I'm working with. These three right here, okay? And I'm going to start out in the center with the tan. And I'm going to use this as my base, okay? Now, I want you to notice that I have somewhat of a hooded eye. All this right here. If you have any kind of your brow hanging, brow hanging down, then that means you have a hooded eye as well. That brush had some makeup on it, so now I've got to get this off. Actually, what I'm going to do is use this. Then you too have somewhat of a hooded eye. Some are more hooded than others. And that's okay. But if you do, then you want to take your base shadow, put a little bit more here. You want to take your base shadow and you want to take that up above your crease, because you don't want your hooded eye to look as hooded as it actually is. So how you putting on your eyeshadow determines how hooded your eye is going to look. So with that being said, my crease is here. Okay, this is my crease right there. So I'm going to take that base shadow and I'm going to take it up above that crease like this. I'm telling you, I love these products. I truly do. A little bit. You don't have to dig in there. You just barely touch it like that, and you got product. And that product that you get there, the more you blend it, the further it goes. So you see how I took it up above that crease? The crease was here, but I took it higher than that crease. So when you look at me, you really don't see where that crease is, that hood is. It all depends on how you're putting it, and that's the way you should do it. Because look, if you just put it right here on your lid, and another thing, if you didn't notice, I want you to notice, when I put that eyeshadow on, I left my eye open. All these years of me, when I would wear eyeshadow, which wasn't very often, I just wore eyeliner and I was good. But I shut my eye and I'd hold it down like this, and there's no need in that. Keep your eye open. Let your brush be the one that creeps inside that crease, that crack, whatever you want to call it, of your eye, and let it do the work. No sense in closing your eye. That way you can see what you're doing. You can also see what it's going to look like. You won't be surprised. So you just softly blend it. Just softly blending that product. Hello, Mr. Pinckney. Just softly blend it. I would really love to see more people try out pharmacy. I really would. I really would. I'm wanting so bad, and I'm praying about this. I really am. That more people will come forward and get something, even if it's just a lipstick. Try one thing to start out with. And I'm telling you, you're going to love it. And you women, you might be on here and you say, well, I don't do makeup. I don't. I don't do makeup. That's fine. I've seen a many women that didn't use makeup, but they put a little lipstick on and what a difference it made in their face. But I hope you at least want to try to do skincare and take care of your skin, even if you never choose to do makeup. But there are women that I have come in contact with that have decided they're going to start loving on them, and they want to look good, they want to feel good. They're doing the makeup again, they're taking care of their skin. Or what about perfume? Don't you ladies like to smell good? We have some of the best perfume, I'm telling you. I got 6 bottles, 6 different ones. I've got my favorite, but they all smell good. My son and my son-in-law, they're going to be getting that Bailey cologne from me for Christmas. I already know they love it, and I know they'll be without of it one day. So I'm going ahead and getting them some for Christmas. That's what it's going to be, one of their Christmas presents. Sure is. They're going to be getting it. I'm telling you, Crystal, this Hera right here has been my favorite so far, and most of the women here have purchased this. This Hera is amazing. We don't have those perfumes that are so strong your head hurts. We don't. These are so good. Very fruity, floral smelling scents. Nothing strong. I love the Her Passion. Her Passion is another one of my favorites. And Lavenu. Lavenu is really great too. There's so many. We have Signature. We have Reina. And they have such cute bottles. But you won't regret it if you ever try that Hera. You're going to love it. Or the Lavenu. They're very nice. Very nice. I don't like something that's stifling. I don't. I don't like something that's stifling and you just can't stand it. These perfumes here, you know how somebody walks by and you're like, they smell good. That's what you're going to get when you wear these perfumes. It's not going to be, what you wearing? How much did you put on? You won't get that. They're going to want to know where you got it. I'm telling you, lipsticks, you'd be amazed just putting lipsticks on a plain face. And I mean, I'm telling you, it does something. My grandmother, she never wore any makeup, but she put something on them lips, and it just brought out her whole face. Even when she smiled, it was even more beautiful just because she had something on her lips. You may be that person that you don't care to wear, but I'm going to tell you something, Crystal. Our matte lipsticks are really great if you like a dry lip, because it goes on very, very moisturizing, very creamy, very hydrating. But within a minute, that our matte lipsticks, these right here that I'm talking about, they dry up. I love them, but I have to put on a lip gloss on top of mine, or a lip plumper. Okay. Where did you order from, Xavier? You haven't ordered from me, because I would have seen it. Well, I wish you had of. But these Latina lip lacquers, they by far are my favorite. They by far are my favorite. Your lips would stay hydrated and very moisturized, creamy unless you're eating and doing a lot of drinking or whatever. But like me, I go to work and I clean houses. You all know this. I start work at 8 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I look in the mirror, honey, I still got lip color. Why? Because they leave a stain on your lips of that color, even when the hydration part and the moisturizing part of the creamy lipstick that you put on may have just kind of dried up, and you feel like, well, I need to go touch up my lips because they kind of dry. The one thing I love about these Latino lip lacquers is when you go to touch them up, you like, dang, them lips still looking good. I'm telling you right now, they still have that beautiful color on it. Blush and lipstick, and guess what? I guarantee you your grandmother did this same as mine. Her lipstick was her rouge, as she called it. Grandma would take her lipstick, and you can do these the same way, not the Latina lip lacquer because you're going to have a stain on your cheek. But you can take these matte lipsticks or creamy lipsticks, and you can dab it on your cheeks. That's what Grandma did. She said, I got to put some rouge on. And she'd take that lipstick and she'd do that, and then that was her lipstick. But I'm telling you, just putting on a little lipstick just makes a big difference in the way you look. And also, you hold your head up differently. You smile differently because you feel good when you look in the mirror just to see that. Okay, so I have on that base here. I've got that blended in really good. I love this color. I love all the browns in every one of my eyeshadow palettes. Something about them browns. They go good with every color that you may put that on with, okay? So next, I'm going to go in with this orangey looking, kind of a rusty looking color here. I'm going to go in with that next. And I'm going to work that in right here on the inside. Does the stain dry or crack? No, it don't. You know what's cool about that too? I done this the other day. I went to put on some more of the lip lacquer, and I seen I still had stain on there. And when I tell you it's a stain, it's not like it don't come off. You can get it off, okay? You can get that off if you choose to get it off. But I'm just saying it's there to stay for at least 6 hours the day that when you put that on, you're going to have color for 6 hours or longer. It just gets a little lighter. But I went to put on some more because I was getting that feeling that after singing at church, the choir, and then I did a solo and all, your mouth's dry, you're like, and I looked, I got my little makeup mirror out of my purse, and I grabbed my Latina lip lacquer, and I said, wait a minute. I just added me some lip gloss, and I was ready to go again. That's the truth. But no, it don't dry and crack. But I do love our matte lipsticks, but I'm not a dry lip person. I like to have my lips glossy, shining. That's what I prefer. So I'm using this orangey looking, rusty looking color here, and I'm using that in the center of my eye. Yeah, Grandma always called it rouge. She said, I got to put some rouge on. I sure do miss her. I got to thinking about her yesterday when I made that video about my grandma telling us about God allows us to waller in our own mess. But it's up to us to get up. That's exactly what she always said. It's the same as you make your bed hard, you lie in it. It's up to you to change it. Now all I'm doing is just blending these two together. I sure do miss mine. I sure do. I learned a lot from my grandmother. I was around my mom's mom the most because my mom and dad divorced when I was like a year old. So I knew of my other grandma and I loved her just as much. I truly did. I just didn't get to go around her that much due to my mom and dad's divorce, separation, and then we lived in a different state. But I still acknowledged my grandma and my dad's mom. But my grandma Maggie, my mother's mom, she meant a lot to me because I was around her being I was still with my mom as a child and I always was around my mom. So I got to see her more. And then I've made videos of my grandma Maggie and her. She's been gone 3 years already. I cannot believe it. I'm still cannot believe how quick the time goes by. But no, 2 years for her, 3 years for mama, and 4 years for daddy. That's right, 2 years for grandma. But she taught me so much. And she was the one that would scold me. Even in my 50s, she scolded me. I remember when I got my tattooed sleeve. I'll never forget it. I told her about it over the phone, and she pretty much cursed me out. She pretty much cussed me out. She just didn't believe in that, and it was a sin, and uh, I shouldn't have done that, and it was a lot. So she and I kind of bumped heads on that, and I finally just told her. I said, the same way you're judging me, Grandma, the sin's the same. You're judging me for what I've done that you don't approve of or whatever is no less of a sin than what I went and done. You know what I mean? And she finally kind of laid off of me. But anyway, she taught me so much about life and about growing up and about being a mother. And I truly admired my grandma. I truly did. It was something about my grandma Maggie that I hold dear in my heart, and I carry that with me every day. And she was so special. What's your age now compared to what, Joe? What you mean? Well, what's my age now compared to when or what? What are you saying? Okay, next I'm going to go in. I'm going to use some of this deep reddish color here. We'll see how that turns out. You want to know what my age is today? I'm 56. A lot of people ask me my age. I don't understand why or why that matters, but they do ask a lot. To me, I think it's very rude, but I'm not going to lie about it. I am who I am. Thank you so much. But now I want to come back and I want to just say something about that. But thank you so much for that compliment. What does 56 supposed to look like? I'm guilty of saying the same thing to people. Oh, you don't look like you're 60 or you don't look like you're 70. What does it really supposed to look like? Because we all look different at that age. I've never understood why we say that. A 56 year, it depends on how you feel, that's true. But I've seen 56-year-olds stand beside me and look like some 80-year-olds. And I've seen some 56-year-olds stand beside me and they look like they was 25. Hey, that's how I feel when I get my makeup on. I take off a few years when I get glammed up. But it is how you feel. It is. So I'm taking this deepest red burgundy looking color here. And I'm putting it on the outer edge of my lid. Okay. And now I'm going to take a blending brush and I'm going to blend this together. UFO mama. Never be afraid to blend. Don't be afraid to try something that's you don't feel um is for you. Because the more you blend, the better it turns out. And you don't have to put a lot of pressure on it. Just softly blend. You see how that's blended? Not much activity today, not many people coming on. Gretchen, you just got your tool. Thank you so much. And what I like to do is the color that I use on the outside of my eyebrow, my eye, I like to bring that color underneath as an eyeliner. I just think it looks better to bring that under whatever you use on the outer edge of your eye, to bring that under as a liner. What is the tattoo on my shoulder? It's a rose, which goes all the way down. A rose and many other things. Okay. Now I'm going to go back and blend some more of this. Well, you can't trust everybody to be a mod. You truly can't. I've done experienced that in the past. So you have to choose your mods wisely. And if you have any excess here, what you can do is take your foundation brush and just go straight up like this, and it'll get rid of that excess. Okay. This is a different look. All right. So now I'm just going to go up here to the top, and I am going to get just a tad bit of this white just to go under the brow area, to just brighten up that top part of my eye underneath the brow, just to brighten it up. Okay. Just like for that to be much brighter. But it is true, you have to be careful who you choose as your mods, because some mods come on and they just come on to get rid of people, just to get rid of them. I don't want that. There's a lot of good people that shows up here, but I don't have time for the cruelness, the nasty comments, the criticism. I don't like that. I like my hair down too, thank you, Joe, but it's hard to put makeup on with your hair hanging down. Just like I can't work with it. Okay? And also, I like to take and put a little bit of that white. You're doing fine. You're doing fine, Joe. I like to take and just put a little white as a liner also over my eyelid here. And what you do is if you want to use your eyeshadows as your eyeliners, you can take your setting spray or your fixing spray and you just spray your brush just a little. And what that does is it's going to grab that product, whether it's matte, whether it's shimmer, whether it's glitter, and it's going to hold that product on. So what you do then is you just go to where you're putting it, whether it's on the bottom or the top, and you don't wipe it like this. You're going to tap it on. You're going to tap it like this. Okay? Hey, MC. Tap, 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 tap. You don't want to wipe it on. You want to tap it on. See how I did that? It did. I love when I do the white. Okay. So again, this eye look is from the Mirage palette. It's all matte. Okay. And then when I put on the mascara, that's when the eyes really pop. At least I think they do anyway. I feel best. Okay. So now we will work with the mascara. And I am going to be using the Infinite Lash. I have grown to really like the Infinite Lash. And all of our mascaras, we have some really great mascaras. We truly do. They all have castor oil in them, which helps to condition your eyelashes. The castor oil helps to condition your eyelashes. Our Full Blast is another great one. It has castor oil in it, but it also has Capixyl. And that Capixyl helps to nourish your lashes. Helps them to grow. Yes, browns and purples, they sure do. They sure do. But the castor oil and the Capixyl is really good to condition and nourish your lashes. But again, I've showed you all many times. My lashes are so short. It's very pitiful looking. They are pitiful. But Pharmacy's mascaras help to give me that look of lashes. No, I'm not from Mississippi. I'm from North Carolina. That's where I'm from. I am a Carolina girl. Nothing could be finer than to be from Carolina. I have no clue, Roy, and I'm not much of a TV person. I work too much to sit down and watch TV. And normally, when you turn it on, there's something depressing on it. That's just one coat. Look at the difference. You got your order today? You love the Raina? All right. She just got, Mary Hill just got her pharmacy order today, and she ordered the Raina. She also can express to you guys her first order was the Hera, and I'll let her speak for herself. But when she got that Raina, this Hera, her sister wanted it. So she came on here the other week and she ordered her sister one, and then she got her a new one, which was the Raina. And she just came on here to let us know that she got it and she loves it. Yes, the rose is good too. I was just telling these ladies, Mary, about even if you don't do makeup, you wear perfume. Women love to smell good. At least most of the women do. And our perfumes are freaking awesome. Thank you for coming on here and letting me know. I got a package today too. I had got me more of the hydrating shampoo. I got 3 bottles of that today. I got I got my daughter-in-law, my daughter, my granddaughters, all the almond and shea butter uh, shower cream. Um, and I also got them the almond and shea butter body wash. Again, it's Christmas gifts. I know they bathe. I know they do all these things. So why not give them good stuff? Of course, I got me one too. Yep, MC has all the perfumes too. They're good. And again, like I told you, that rose is another great one. We also just came out with this Infinite Lash. I'm using black, but we now have it in brown. Okay, we have it in brown. Thank you so much, Crystal. You're gonna love it, my friend. Get you a lipstick too, girl. Put them lips on fire. Hey, I'm telling you, the stuff is good, girl. But hey, if a perfume's all you order, I am so grateful. Thank you so much for even considering. I would love to see my sales improve. It's not because I'm not putting out the work, because you guys know it. I'm always on live. I'm always posting videos, shorts. Oh, her passion is, you know how I feel about her passion. I love it. That her passion is awesome. I got it right here. I can show you what it looks like. Thank you so much. I'm always grateful for whatever you guys order. Always grateful. Okay, y'all see the difference in his eyes? Is that a full sleeve? And how long have you had it? Yes, it's a full sleeve. I got it when I was 50, so I've had it 6 years. Yes, it's a full sleeve. It's full. It's full. Thank you so much. But look at that. What a difference the mascara just made in my eyes. Let me show her her passion. Okay. I'll finish my makeup. But this is the Her Passion. It's a good size bottle. Smells amazing. This is the Her Passion. Let's do this on freaking chain, okay? This is Signature. It's another great. I just got my sister this for her birthday in July. I got her a bottle of this. I'm telling you, these are so clean. So they're just the best. This is the other one that Mary Hill is talking about getting her next order. This is Rose Embrace. We grew the roses that made this. Just like the rose water skincare regimen. Our roses is in that product. So good, so good. And then the Lavenue. This is another good one. The Lavenue is another great one. And then the one that Mary just got, the Raina. This is the one that Mary just got. This is the Raina. They all have really cute bottles. But this is the one she just got today. From the time I started it, about a year, because you got to have the money, and you know what I mean? Cheap tattoos aren't good, and good tattoos aren't cheap. I've got $3,700 in this arm. So what I would do is I would work a Saturday. I was working Saturdays like every week. So I would have extra money, and I didn't take it out of my weekly check. So every Saturday I'd work, and then on that Sunday I would go and get me a tattoo for $100 or $150, okay? Like this rose right here was $100. You know, Love Yourself was $100. So it was $100. And then if I had 400 or 500 saved up, I'd go and get a piece like this tigress right here. Let me turn it. There's a tigress right here coming through under these Astra daisies here, and it's walking through. And so for $500, you got these 3 daisies, you got the tigress, and then you got that rose. Well, that foot wasn't there. So I went, and the guy freehanded, the same guy did all of mine. And I said, I want it to look like he's walking through the jungle pretty much. And so they added this paw here, like he's stepping out. I represent strong women. So I have the tigress here, and on my leg, I have a lioness. That was $500 for this lioness right here. I guess you can see it. I'm not sure, but and my deal was that I was going to. I just knocked over everything. I was going to get a whole leg tap, which my best friend, she did do that. But I don't know. I just kind of lost interest in it, and I didn't do it. But they are a lot more that I like, but I just had a change of heart about it. Oh yeah, well the ink today is a heck of a lot better than what it used to be, because I've got tattoos that I've had redone, like on my shoulder blades, that I got when I was 32 years old. Like this one here of the butterfly, that one's been on there for about 25 years, and I've had that one redone 7 times. The ink just ain't like it used to be. It's a whole lot better now than what it was back years ago. The colors are a whole lot more vibrant now. They last, they hold. So, yeah. But they are addictive. I mean, a lot of people have control over it, but to me, it was kind of like an addiction. You get one and you fall in love with it, and then you just want more. But I had my whole time of thinking about the tattoos was I was going to get a sleeve. I wasn't just going to get this right here on my shoulder and that be it, because that just kind of looks stupid. So I started out, and if you notice, not all of mine is colored. I have a lot of black in there too. So it turned out people said, well, what's the meaning? There really wasn't a meaning. It was just all the things that I loved, and things that was beautiful and peaceful and comforting and strength and things like that. It all came together. So now that I look at it, the last few years of looking at my shoulder and coming down, it's like a summer going into, or a morning going into a night. How everything's bloomed. I love the cherry blossoms. And like right here, I have the skeleton key here with the chain that goes around to the locket. It's just different things that I loved. And right here tells you my story isn't over yet. Because I still got a purpose here. There's still things here that I got to do. There's still things that I have to do. I have my son's name and my daughter's name here. I mean, it's just different things. And then on my side, when my dad passed, I had a black rose put on my side. And my dad had put "Love You Always" on a birthday card, and I screenshotted that and took it to my artist. So he put my dad's handwriting that says "Love You Always" on the side of this beautiful long stem black rose. And so while I was there that day, I called my mom and I said, Mama, can you write "Love Always, Mom" or something and send it to me in a text right quick? She said, why? I said, I just want it. Well, she did. And so while I was there, it would have been another charge if I had came back. They would have had to charge me for the visit and all that. So while you already had the work going on and the needle, Mama sent it to me. And so on the other side of the black rose, it says "Love Mama" in my mom's handwriting. And like 4 months later, my mom passed away. So I've said this since then. I will always have my mom and dad on my side. You know the meaning? My mom and dad will always be on my side. And so they are. They're writing, their signature, their handwriting, whatever. So I love that. Just to have it. And my friend, she went and got her mom's thumbprint off of her death certificate or somewhere she got it. I can't remember. And then she got her dad's and she put it together like this, both of her parents' thumbprints, and she's got a heart of her parents on her chest of their thumbprint. Now that's pretty tough right there to do a thumbprint, but she's got it. Okay, so we talked about the tattoos. Now we're gonna get back to the makeup. Okay, uh, yeah, they're always on my side. You can't tell me they're not because I got proof. All right, so I've got the eyes done. I think that turned out pretty good. A little smoky eye look with the Mirage palette. So now we're going to go on and we're going to put on some bronzer. And you already know, too, how I feel about our bronzer. We have stick bronzers. We have liquid bronzers. And I am obsessed with our liquid bronzers, our liquid blushes. I truly am. I love them. And I want you to take note. Look at my face right now before we even go any further. Just look at it. I have a full coverage foundation on, which looks natural. It don't look like foundation. It looks so natural. That's why I love these products. But I want you to watch how the shape of my face changes when I put on this bronzer and I blend it in. I want you to look how it changes it and how it makes it look the more better. How you'll notice my cheeks, how my cheeks look like they've been lifted, how you don't see anything below the neck area here. You don't see that because it's kind of like shadowed out. How it looks like up here on my forehead once I blend that bronzer in, how it looks like I may have got a little sun up there, and maybe I've been to the beach. Just what it looks like to people. Watch how when I do my nose and how I do my bottom lip. I have very thin lips. You see them, very thin. But I put the bronzer here underneath my bottom lip, and it makes my lips look a little bit more fuller. I put it on the outside of the bone area of my nose. And it gives my nose a shape instead of just being something stuck there. You know what I mean? So I like to take, and I go from the corner of my eye with my bronzer up to the temple of above my ear to the temple area. So I just kind of take it and I just take it right up through here. And these are buildable. And I love that about them because if I choose to go back in and I add more bronzer, I can do so. It's not a problem. It's not a problem at all. Get my blending brush. Now, I forgot to do my draw line. What am I thinking? And I like to go up under the ear on both sides and then outline the jawline. Hey, Crystal, thank you so much for all you do, honey. But this channel is a whole lot smaller than yours. I know you're looking like, dang, does Billy got any friends at all? But one day soon. But you know what? I say, if I get one new subscriber and I get one customer, it was worth it. It was worth it. That's the same way I feel about church. We could have every pew in the church. We could have every pew in the church filled. If only one person gives their heart to the Lord, it was amazing. See, already, do you see how putting that bronzer around the jawline just kind of put a shadow on the neck? You see that? The lip looks more fuller now, especially when you add your lipstick. The nose has shape. If you just came in, say hello, please, and hit the like button. I would appreciate it so much. And when you blending in your bronzer, don't brush it. Tap it. Just tap it. Bye-bye, Joe. Thank you for being here today, hon. Look at that. How beautiful. See how it looks like my cheeks have been lifted? That's what we need. When you get a certain age, you want that lift. Things drop, fall, sag. And on the forehead area, if you have a narrow forehead like I do, when you are blending in the bronzer on your forehead, excuse me, you want to take it up towards your hairline. Up towards the hairline. If you have a more broader forehead, then you can come down towards the center and then blend it up. But I want you to take note to how the whole shape of my face has changed just with putting on this bronzer. And you get your best look, come on here, when you sit back and away from the mirror. That's when you get your best look of how your makeup looks. Looks like my cheeks have been lifted. Whole lot different when I asked you to look at it a while ago before I added bronzer. Big, big difference. I love the bronzer. MC's learning to use hers. Oh, I just take a little bit of dish detergent. I put a little bit in my hand. This is how I clean them. I put just a little bit of dish detergent in my hand. I do like this. Rinse them. Every week. Rinse them. You'd be amazed at how well that cleans them. That's what I use to clean mine. And I use Dawn. That's what I use is Dawn dish detergent. But you can use any. I think I've got some Palmolive in there too I use. But it's amazing how well it cleans them. You can do it really quickly. I do mine every week. And I guess if you had some makeup remover, which I do, you could use that too. But I am comfortable with using the dish detergent. It works great. Okay, so now we're going to put on some blush. And I'm going to use, let me get my lipstick standing up here. First, let me put on a little bit of lip plumper so these lips will get to plumping somewhat. It don't take much. Okay, Crystal, thank you so much for all you do. You enjoy the rest of your day. I love you too, sweetie. I've used liquid makeup remover to clean mine in the past. Never. I'm telling you, the dish detergent is going to do a great job. I love Dawn. Dawn is good for so many things. But it's simple, it's quick, and it takes care of the job. All right. I think I'm just going to go today with some Pinky Cloud. This is the Pinky Cloud liquid blush. I have many, many different colors, but this was the original liquid blush that we started out with. And we said it, we all said it. They're going to take something really good to top the Pinky Cloud liquid blush. Now, let me tell you, They came out with some fine ones. They're all great. That's why I have them all. They're all great. I love them all. Fame, Courage, Prestige. I love them all. I do. But I am going with the Pinky Cloud today. You use dish detergent too? Yep. That's what I do. And these liquid products, it comes in these little tubes here. Um, they have an open and close twisty spout on the end of it. You open it and you close it with a spongy tip. They are buildable, just like that bronzer. So when I put this blush on, if I want to come back after I blend it and put more on, I can do so. It's okay. You can add more. So I use the bronzer and I put it on the corner of, I come down around the corner of my eye and I start with my bronzer here and then I take it up. But with my blush products, I like to come down towards the pupil of my eye with my blush and take it the same direction up to the temple area above my ear and do the same thing right above my bronzer, okay? This is Pinky Cloud, a beautiful, beautiful blush. The same here. And once blended, I may just want to come back. I may, and I want to add more. Normally, this is enough for me, but sometimes I do go back, and that's okay. So that's the Pinky Cloud, and now we're going to blend it. And I just tap it. No more of those days of brushing. I'm not painting. I'm glamming, honey. We not painting. Just that quick. Look at that. That's a beautiful color of blush. And look how it just shimmers. Look at that glow. Look how natural it looks. You can also use these liquid blushes as your eyeshadow and also your lipstick. You can also do it with, use it as your lipstick. Okay? Glamming, baby. Glamming. That's what we're doing. We're glamming. We're not painting. We're glamming. We're getting glammed up. Now, for our lipsticks. Let me get my glasses on where I can see the color of this. I am going to be using a lip plumper, Positiva. I am going to be using that. I love my green glasses. Y'all know I always got different colors. This green goes great with my tank top. I am going to be using Positiva. Yesterday I tried two together. I used two different, I don't know where Corn Pop is. He been slacking here lately. What's that name? Elias? Welcome. How are you? I love these Latina lip lacquers. I love how moisturizing, how hydrating, how creamy they are. You don't have to wear a lip gloss with these. You can, but you don't have to. They're very hydrating, very moisturizing. So what y'all think? That's the Mirage palette, Pinky Cloud with the Drizzle bronzer, with the VFX Camera Ready full coverage foundation with the Infinite Lash mascara. Thank you, MC. Thank you. I'm telling y'all, I'm letting my hair grow out natural. I'm just gonna be honest. I am. I'm letting it grow out natural right now. I have been for quite a while. You can see it. Some days I'm loving it, and other days I'm like, is that why they call me Granny? Because of the white hair? And some days I'm like, do I just want to go back to putting more color on it? And then I'm like, I'm tired of doing that. I'm tired of putting bleach on my hair. I'm tired of doing all that. But it has growed out down to here now. In the back here, it's got dark gray in that instead of white, but the top is white. So I'm working on it. It is what it is. I just want to be me. I just want to be who I am and nothing fake. I want to just be me. No offense. No offense when I say this, MC. Thank you so much. You're always boosting me and telling me how beautiful and great I look, and the feelings are mutual. I feel the same way about you. But it seems like the people older than me say go with it. And then the younger people come on here and say, I'd put some color on it. So I have mixed emotions. But like right now, I'm looking in this mirror right here looking at me, and I think it looks amazing. And then there's other times I look at it and I'm like, dang girl, you you getting old. But it is what it is. I've been this color for years, but I've always hid it with hair color. But there just comes a time in your life you just get tired of doing that. Because my natural color grows out so quickly. That's why I was just doing my own, because it's expensive when you keep going to someone. You know what I mean? Just dye it gray. You just can't. It's not really gray, it's white. And I like this color. You can see it. It's white with gray, kind of silvery looking. I love that. And you can't just go get that. A lot of people will tell you they can do it, but they can't. You will spend a fortune trying to get it right. That's the thing. And I already know that this right here won't never turn this color. This is going to be like this till I die unless I cut it off. I'm not ready to cut it. I'm not ready to cut my hair off. If I could get it all this color, I'd do it tonight. But I've seen that happen too many times. If anything, they mess your hair up instead of fix it. All righty, well, I've got things to do. I'm going to play bingo tonight. I'm looking forward to it. I just want to get out for a little bit. And I'm going to go play some bingo. I do. I love it. I really, really like to go. And thank you, Gretchen. Um, just hang out. Maybe my daughter may be going. I don't know. I've got to reach out to her. MC said something about she might go, but she may have changed her mind. I don't know. But I've got to get some dinner and I've got to get ready to head out here soon. But I have really enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Thank you to everybody that showed up. But seriously, I love bingo, girl. You need to come. You need to come hang out and go with me. I love to play beach bingo. I love it. I love beach bingo. I really do. The games go quick. You get a lot of wild numbers, but it just gives me. I enjoy it. That's all I can say. I enjoy getting out and doing some things because I don't do a lot myself. I don't. I work a lot. I go to church Wednesdays night, Sunday morning, Sunday night. Um, I'm tired because I do have a full time job, and then I come here and I focus on this new business that I have going on. And, I just, some days I just want to step out and just go and do what I enjoy. And whether I win or lose, I have a really good time. I really do. And it's only for a couple hours, 3 or 4 hours at that. And but I enjoy it. I used to work at bingo. I'd done that about 10 years. I was a bingo caller. I would call out the numbers, and then I was a runner, and I would catch the bingos and call them back. I'd done that when my kids were little. And then the days that I didn't work, I played. And I was like, dang. But it's just something I enjoy. I'd love to go with you sometime, Mary. We could get together and possibly do that and have a good time, go out and grab a bite to eat, and go gamble a little bit. But I would really like for you guys to think about trying pharmacy and help me with this business and let it be a success and just try something. And for those that have, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all of you that have. I appreciate you. But sometimes you put out a lot of time, a lot of hours, a lot of work, a lot of interest, and showing people things, and you feel like sometimes you didn't get anywhere with it. But at the end of the day, if I've made just friends, I'm grateful for that too. So I thank you all so much. But I hope you all have a wonderful day. And hey, might see me again tomorrow. If nothing else, you'll see me with some videos, some shorts. And again, we'll talk to you again soon. And remember, if you were here on this live or you woke up today, you were blessed. Don't forget to thank the Lord for all He has done. He has been so good to all of us, and He has. A lot of us may not realize it, but each and every day is a blessing that only God allows us to have, and I'm so grateful for mine. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the friends I have made here on this channel. I'm extra grateful for the ones that have stood by me from the beginning to now. Thank you all so much. The ones that support me, no matter what it is I choose to bring to the channel or what I do, you're always here for me. Now, thank you for that. Let me see. Thank you, everyone, for joining the live stream today. Thank you, Gretchen. Billy Joe was a problem back in the day. I know a retired baddie when I see one. I'm not retired of anything, hun. I'm not retired of anything. I'm a go-getter. I don't just give up and quit, retire from anything. That's one thing you'll have to understand about me. I don't give up. I don't retire. I get better, okay? I get better at it. I keep focusing on it. There's goals I have set, and I go for them. I know what it means. I ain't retired anything. Again, I'm getting better. The older I get, the better I'm looking. All right? Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you, everyone. I pray for peace and love all over this world. I do. Y'all have a wonderful Thursday evening, and we'll talk to you again soon, okay? Good day, everyone.